field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And the Bears will put total leather and will get started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Roy. At the 35, he's open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bobo. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got the first down and more. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Roy. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff. To give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. If anything changes in this pivotal pass,
they bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Got a little space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Roy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying play action. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Prince. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Prince. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Prince.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Payne. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's second and long. Catch in the middle, it's Prince. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The negative play leaves him with second and 12. He'll run it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Third down, red zone play. Round the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Bears come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
With the catch, it's Roy.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right